Hey, what's the deal? That's your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag, you know what I mean? As of this recording, it is 9:35 p.m., October 27, 2025. You know what I mean? This is the last video of the night. And this actually goes up at 11:30 tonight, you know what I'm saying? Because again, there's no news. There's no news, Papa. There's nothing. There's nothing on. You know what I'm saying? Like, Raw is on, but I'm actually watching the World Series. I'll probably watch it before I go to bed. I got to be at work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching the World Series. Now, I mean, I'm watching the Blue Jays bust ass. You know what I mean? I like the Dodgers, but you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my people in the Maple Leaf country. You know what I mean? I'm not really the biggest Blue Jays fan. You know what I mean? Because the last time they won the World Series was back in '93. Now, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Joe Carter who hit the home run for them and such. Let me see what they're giving on Monday Night Football. All right, so they're giving the Chiefs and fucking Washington. Now, I mean, I'll probably stick to that. I'm channel surfing. You know what I'm saying? So, I didn't know what I wanted to talk about today. You know what I'm saying? But someone on Twitter, and I wish I could have took the screenshot. I wish I did. You know what I mean? Because this shit was fucking hilarious. Some guy on Twitter, right, had the balls, right, to talk about, WWE and TKO. And this has to be an AEW fan. This has to be. This legit has to be. The person was like, oh, WWE is dead under the TKO era. It's basically a 2-hour ad. And I laughed because I'm like, first and foremost, this was gonna happen with the product. Actually, this is definitely an AEW. This is an AEW fan, thick and thin, without a shadow of a doubt. Only AEW fans say stupid shit like that. Only these motherfuckers do. All right, only these niggas do, because nobody in their right mind is actually gonna go out their way to say, oh, it's a 2-hour ad and WWE is dead under the TKO era. Are they really dead under the TKO era? Because if anything, I think, it's actually giving the company more money. You know what I'm saying? Like, the morale is much better than when Vince was running it. So this is what, again, the people who say this, AEW people say, AEW fans say this. The ones who are mad because, WWE is getting in their ass. You know what I'm saying? These are the motherfuckers who is pissed off. So, TKO has definitely done a lot good for WWE as opposed to, when Vince was there, right? They're allowing some of their talents to work, Japan, work TNA. Now, I mean, maybe a few indies, because you don't really see all the wrestlers do indies. You don't. You really don't. The only one that you see them do from time to time is Game Changer Wrestling, and they don't even do that shit a lot. You know what I'm saying? They got the WWE ID program and such. So that's a positive. Now, I mean, and plus there's other incentives too that WWE and TKO has with pro wrestlers, right? Remember that rumor saying that TKO doesn't, that Endeavor doesn't pay, they don't pay a lot for UFC, for UFC stars and such. That's because UFC they don't fucking, they don't have events every single day and every single week. That means what? Monthly. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So WWE, they do shows every single fucking day. So yeah, of course they're going to make more money because of, the daily travel and shit, right? And they're there constantly every fucking day. You know what I mean? Every day, every week. You know what I mean? You got Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Evolve. So yes, they're going to get paid, for that time, of course. And then also remember on top of that, you got fucking, the professional bull riding, the professional bull riding league, right? The PBR, which is also owned by TKO. I don't know. I think that's maybe monthly. I mean, that might be monthly. I didn't know they had teams. You know, it's funny. Me and Mama Tag was watching a little bit of it on CW11 this past weekend. And we're like, yo, these motherfuckers really go hard over this shit. Now, I mean, these motherfuckers were, holding on to the bull, and, these motherfuckers was trying not to fall off. And stuff. Like, it's confusing because with bull riding, you got to stay in the fucking thing for 8 seconds? That shit is crazy. You know what I mean? That shit is fucking insane when you think about it. But again, that doesn't pay a lot because, professional bull riding is not a popular, it's a sport. It's a sport, but it's not it's not a popular sport like boxing, like wrestling and stuff. It's just there. It's, it's like the C-tier sport. It's a C-tier sport. You know what I mean? It's like it's like bowling. It's like pool. Now, I mean, I like bowling and pool. I'm not, damn. There was a pool hall somewhere in close to fucking, I don't know if it was Prospect Heights. I'm not sure. But there was a pool hall that me and my coworkers used to go to, used to play, we played pool and such. I don't remember the fucking name. You know what I mean? But also a while back, we went bowling. We went bowling it was some bowling alley. I don't remember where that shit was at. That was in fucking Sunset Park. It was me, this light-skinned girl, and another girl, and this guy. We had fun. I miss those days. But hold on for a minute. Yeah, sorry about that. What else? So anyway, going back to the story. So yeah, TKO has done a lot good for WWE than when Vince was. I mean, and people actually have the nerve to say, oh, well, I wish Vince was back. So you want to go back to, fucked up booking. You want to go back to a fucked up morale. You want to go back to, to a guy who doesn't even look at the product. He don't give a fuck about pro wrestling. You know what I mean? Like he looks at these small guys as peons. You know what I'm saying? And he'll get fucking, shit. We're still waiting for Veer Mahan. Remember Veer Mahan? We're still waiting for him to debut. You know what I'm saying? So, the shit like that. Like, with Vince used to do shit for like maybe 3 weeks, get bored, and then he gets tired. Right? Because none of the wrestlers there were big guys. They weren't big guys or girls. If they were big guys and girls, yeah, he would have been salivating over these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? He would have been like, his dick would have got hard. Ugh. So when you think about it, it's better than the TKO because TKO, again, there's going to be ads. This is how it is now. This is how in any sport that you look at, you're always going to have ads. Always. Now, I mean, no matter if you're looking at baseball, no matter if you're looking at football, no matter if you're looking at fucking hockey, there's always going to be ads, everywhere in the fucking, what's his face? You know what I mean? Like right now, right? I'm watching the World Series right now as we speak, right? So I see ads by the dugout. You know what I mean? I see ads by, behind the plate and such, right? You're always going to have that shit. You got fucking ads in the fucking helmets. You know what I'm saying? In the fucking jerseys. You're always going to have that. And get used to it because WWE is going to wind up doing that with people's gears. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you. You know what I mean? And plus, that's a little bit more money on, on the superstars too. You know what I mean? So you got to think about that. Like, you can say, yeah, it's a 2-hour ad, but I'm like, why the fuck do you care about the ads? Why the fuck do you care about the ads? Like, welcome to today's world, B. You know what I mean? Shit. You act like other companies weren't doing that shit. You act like WCW had fucking Valvoline on fucking, on Worldwide. You know what I mean? Remember when they had Halloween Havoc and, they promoted Slim Jim? Yes, I mean, AEW does it a bit. You know what I mean? With DraftKings and, they promote a movie and shit like that. But I'm talking about, getting ads and such, like the UFC, right? You knew this was going to happen under Endeavor. You knew it. You know it. You know what I mean? So don't come with bullshit. Like, oh, I don't like when they do that. Suck my dick, nigga. Suck my fucking dick. You think they give a fuck? You think WWE gives a fuck? They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't care, B. They don't. They're making money, and that's all that fucking matters. You know what I'm saying? So the AEW sickos can bitch all they want. People like whoever the fuck, put that shit there can bitch all they want. But this is today's WWE. And like I said, the morale has not been fucked up. You have not heard any fucked up things about morale. Remember, when Vince was around, you used to hear like a lot of fucked up stories about the morale backstage and shit like that. You don't hear that now. You know what I mean? You definitely don't hear that now at all. If anything, the morale is much better there than AEW. People in AEW, they're not going to tell you the truth. No, I mean, AEW is so toxic that, they want to say shit, but they're scared to say shit because Tony Khan might find out and he might stop their push or shit like that. Like, come on, B. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, I'm about to be out. I hope there's some news tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to definitely holler at y'all. Peace.